So, quick little story. Over the summer, we did some landscaping around the house and had a bunch of old daffodil bulbs that were left over from moving stuff around, and Carrie threw them in a bucket. And like the weekend I found out we had a signed purchase offer, it was it was August 8th. There's a little story behind that we'll go into later. But anyways, that weekend, my oldest daughter, Gracie, and I came over here and planted those bulbs. I don't know if I have a picture of it or not, but, I try to go running every other morning, and I'd run by this place for years, and I noticed that there were daffodils on this hillside, and now that we've cleared, there's sunlight in here. You can see what's going on. There's quite a few daffodils up on this hill. So I'm going to pick these trees out of here and try not to smash them. Kind of wish I had that done by now, but I just haven't had the time. I did make a path. I have been doing some, but it takes a long time. I'm making a stack down there, and I'll come through and cut all that firewood at a later date, but I do want to get as much of this stuff off the hill as possible.
Hi.
Hey.
We wanted to show you kind of where we're at with the house right now. If you haven't seen episode 1, I highly recommend you go back and watch it. We're going to go through and just kind of show you how much we've done so far. So come on. Go through here. So here are rooms that we've already mostly emptied, and you can walk through them now.
Well, let me turn the light on over here.
Yeah.
And all of this stuff is either going to go out for sale by the road for free, or for sale, or we might put it on eBay. We're going to go through that soon now that it's getting warmer out.
So in here is kind of like a little mudroom, potting room. There's a sink that was buried and a bench with stuff in it.
It's the one room I can't figure out how to get power to that light. I tried to do it. Couldn't figure it out.
Workroom. Down here is the well that we found on accident.
Need a more proper cover for that at some point.
At some point. So get a look of that trap door.
Yeah, we still got to go up here.
Yep, there's a room above us that we're going to have to get to, but we won't be able to open that trap door to get there.
We're going to have to come out here better.
Well, I think that we'll create a path to it.
Tiny door up there.
Yeah, but we got to create a path.
And this door opens, but it's absolutely like a jungle yet out back, so we'll have to clear that out so I can make room to move all of our stuff. But this room's not terrible.
Yeah. Let's go on back through.
Just to recap, this side of the house, this back section, is no basement underneath it. It's all concrete. And the basement starts at this door and goes forward.
Yep, we can actually show them the doorway.
Huge pile of clothes.
Yep.
Believe it or not, Carrie's deemed these clothes savable.
Yeah, there are a lot of retro clothing, and I really think that people will be interested in them. Why don't you come through here so we can open the door? So this is the door to the basement.
No stairs.
No stairs. Nope.
There is a pattern for stairs on one side, so
Yeah.
that one stringer. And then there's a stairway.
We'll get to that.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that'll be fun, going up and down that 100 times.
Yep. So before we get there, I think we need to come through here and then circle back. The library.
Remember, this was all boarded up.
It seems so long ago that we did that.
I know.
front room.
Oh, hold on.
What's that?
I should
Oh,
say
yeah.
we finally got this.
Here, let me hold that while you.
The door to open.
And look how pretty.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. This is awesome.
So get a little air while we're working. It's super warm outside today. But because it's a brick house, it's still very cold inside and everything's kind of sweating. So
Here you go.
my little light I put up in one of the episodes, I still have the light to put up there.
There's another front room, and then what was the media room, which will be tearing all this out, making it open. And then over here, you just have to be really careful. Walk on the boards.
Yeah.
We couldn't get in the bathroom for obvious safety reasons, but
Carrie will be working directly above us today. We're
which
still finishing
you should
that
probably
room.
get a view of like the floor over here from where I'm standing, and look up where you can see where it's all rotted.
Yeah.
So, yet should be gone through.
Man, I haven't went up there since the day we broke in.
No, I haven't either.
Not sure if I want to right now. Are you going up?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
well, sort of. There's no light, so we'll just kind of show the staircase, and we'll have to arrange some light. There's another
There's that little tiny door to the left.
section of upstairs that we still have to get through, so that'll be next.
Yeah.
So,
Turning this corner is going to be fun. Luckily, I don't think those rooms are terribly big, but of course they're full of stuff too. So
oh, everything in this house is full of stuff. So after we cleared the downstairs, we went upstairs, where it was equally messy and nasty. And we worked through this landing area. We did this room, which was where we found a lot of stuff, as you can see.
yeah, we've been putting good stuff over in here too.
Yeah.
Kind of just keeping the rest of these rooms. Well, it doesn't look like it, but
It's better than it was.
we're trying to get everything downstairs so we can sort it and get rid of it.
Yeah.
The water bed is starting to, I think it's at the point now where we can
Probably drains that
Drain
out
it.
soon.
And yeah, I'm gonna put some new panes of glass in that window from up there. Remember the day I did that, I couldn't feel my hands.
We've been throwing pictures that we find in this room so we can sort them later. There's also a giant pile of doll clothes still in the box in the corner.
Yeah.
So, and then lastly,
Hold on, let me share my idea for this room.
maybe we'll wait.
Okay,
Let's wait.
let's wait.
And then we've been working on this room. So hopefully we'll get this wrapped up today. It's been a monstrous project. So Matt's not going to be able to like leave my side when we do this.
What's that noise?
Birds.
Are they in here or outside?
A little of both.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I can't be alone when I'm working in this section because the floor is so rotted. I want to make sure that he's here in case I go through.
Yeah, I don't want to find her downstairs.
Mhm.
But I fixed the window over here. I shouldn't say I fixed it. I had a piece of glass put in it. We got lots of light. This is kind of neat. I knew there was a chimney downstairs, or a fireplace at one point. So this is what's left of the chimney above it, which doesn't really flow with what we found in the other room. I don't know if they knocked the brick out, if this is in those other rooms on the other side, like the master and whatever was below it. But Anyways, there's a bump out. This is also built at a different time from the main house, so maybe they just changed their style. Oh, we can show in here too. Carrie spent a lot of time in here.
It's really full.
This is full. And it's where the sweet TV was.
Yeah.
Magnavox. I imagine that you could almost turn that thing on. I bet it would work. Or burn up. So, all right. Well,
All right. Time to mask up and get after it.
okay. We are wrapping up this one. Kind of short. We didn't have a ton of video action of this time. I just decided that it really wasn't worth it because it's just more of the same. This area took a very, very long time to clean. And I'm happy to say it's pretty much done. Everything that you see in here is going to be given away and or sold out by the road come yard sale season. But nothing really to go over that's really worth talking about. A lot of little trinkets, knickknacks. I went over the TV, lots of books, but this room swept out, fairly empty. That was a big step. You can see over here, now that Carrie bravely, this is about as close as I'm going to get, bravely cleaned out all of the nasty clothes and stuff that were over here by the rotten spot. You can tell here where the repairs were. It's funny, like these big old 4x4 roof beams, rafters really didn't rot. I'm assuming it's probably, let's take a look here. This looks original, but this is not. So I imagine from here down was all rotten, minus these. Obviously, I think this piece here is punky, so they fish plated it there. And, well, you can just kind of tell how it is, but I got plaster or lath, and then someone tried to put drywall up, I guess, and then there's more plaster up there, so this just looks like a room that was never finished. But you can see here the rot in the floorboards. Obviously this whole wall's gone, the sectional wall, and then in there it's even worse. I'm not gonna really crawl in there, so I'm all by myself. And then I can probably, this is the first time I've actually looked at this. There's some rot over there. Okay, it's down the bathroom too. I don't see any signs of wood replacement. And this dormer, as I suspected, let's see if I can stand here, is quite a bit newer. I don't know why they bothered to put this on here. It doesn't really shed much light into this room with this wall being here. Whatever. You can see where the old rafters were. Pretty solid yet. These are fairly modern windows. Let's say 70s or 80s. Crankouts. And then I think the whole roof, when they did the standing seam metal out here, they put obviously new plywood on there, but I don't know if that's treated or not. It looks kind of like it's treated, but I'm sure it's not. I'm sure that's just my imagination. Oh, this is cool. They put a grill window here, and opted not to do on this side. This type of stuff drives me crazy. But yeah, that's the view out the window. Motorhome. All the area where I stopped over there, raking leaves and topsoil off. I got to continue that. once I get the motorhome out and that tree that's hanging over there, and I can cut the vines off from the back side of the house that have worked their way over here. But there's some random wiring. That's another reason why I didn't turn the wiring on this side of the house. So yeah, that's it for now. Again, thank you for watching. Sorry we're not getting the videos out on a weekly pace. We always seem to have time to work for a little bit, but there's just not enough content, or not enough interesting content, maybe I should say it that way. A lot of this clean out stuff is just kind of dragging on, and I get it. It's probably boring to watch as much as it is boring. It's not really boring for us to do, but it's tedious. And there's just so much stuff here. But we do appreciate all the interest. We really love sharing this with you guys. We love the comments. And the next video, I promise, whether it's in a week or 2 weeks, is going to be something different. And I'll leave it at that. So make sure you tune in next time you see something pop up and check it out. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.